What pleased you most about the performance on Friday night?
Well, Daisy, it's always exciting when you get a really good turn up here at Goldington Road. The crowd was fantastic. The lads loved playing under the lights on a Friday. I think the whole atmosphere was good. Of course, a big team like Leeds coming to town, and the lads knew they had to put a performance in, because at times it's been a little bit up and down over the past few weeks, and we said if we could just perform for greater periods of the game, at certain aspects of the game, a win will come. Unfortunately, the lads performed for well enough periods of the game, and it did, it worked, and we got a good win, and very pleased with it.
The forwards were particularly impressive. What would you put that down to?
Who knows? Daisy, if I could bottle it, I think I'd be a millionaire by now, or at least coaching England. All I can say is that they paid particular attention to their own jobs during the week. They did a lot of work on the analysis, took that onto the training field, and then the concentration levels were much better during the game against Leeds. I think it's only, it's their own mindset really that helped with that, and just a little bit of an aspect there was towards the back end of the game, just a few lapses of concentration. But other than that, it was good. And I said to you before on some of the interviews, I don't think it's the want or desire that's sometimes lacking with the lads. It's combining that with the concentration, and so with utmost concentration at periods of the game in the set piece, we'll get a result out of it.
Who would your man of the match award have gone to?
Well, I wouldn't give it to anyone particularly, but I would have put across the front row. I thought they really performed well. From 1 to 3, and even the impact the bench made coming on was fantastic. They really sparked and fizzed things up. So I won't pick on any one of them, but I think they've been, overlooked a little bit with some of the other players. For Petzol's man of the match, I don't know if you know, he gives the boys a little box of chocolates for the one that's performed well in the game and the training aspect through the week. So he gets a little reward, Pet's his heroes. And so I don't think the front row boys are getting any love off Petzol at the moment. However, I will give it to the front row.
Were there any post-match celebrations across the weekend?
Well, Daisy, Friday night does free up a Saturday. So the boys, we organised, the social committee organised a little bit of golf Saturday morning. Of course, I was best at the golf. I think there's a little bit of evidence online to prove that I was good. And then after that, Paul Tupai had organised a barbecue back at the club, so we watched some of the rugby that was on Saturday while Toops fed us all. And of course, there was one or two sarsaparillas drunk amongst the boys as a little bit of a day off.
So this weekend sees another trip to Cornwall. How is the mood in camp, and what have you been working on?
Buoyant. I think we let ourselves down on our last visit to Cornwall in the B&I Cup. Not saying that the Cornish Pirates weren't good on the day, but I feel as we talk about it, it's sometimes about us and whether we felt we performed well enough, and we felt we let the fans and let ourselves down on our last visit. So it's been quite buoyant in camp, and hopefully again we've addressed some of the things we can perhaps do that a little bit better, and been working on the concentration again this week, and hopefully if the lads bring the right attitude and they can combine that combination of the things we've worked on the field and concentrate for the greatest possible moments of time. It's difficult when you're fatigued, but just keep working on the concentration levels, and I'm looking forward to, dare to say it, a victory.